So who are some of the teams in the Mid-American Conference back then?
Oh wow! Well, you always had Kent State, Akron University, Eastern Michigan, Ball State, Toledo, Central Michigan, Western Michigan, and I remember my second year in the Mid American Conference, my varsity. I'm working varsity schedule. I'm working with the great Bob Wortman. He was another wonderful guy and became my supervisor in the Big Ten. But he was like working with, he was just an awesome guy to work with. He had a great reputation. We worked five overtimes, Brad. Five
Five.
overtimes, Toledo and Central Michigan, and I'll never forget it. And I think it was for a two-man game that was the longest for a long, long time. I think just recently they had a six overtime game, but that was a three-man game. Referees, there's three men working games today in college basketball and high school. Back then there were two. And I think, my goodness, what an experience, But the Mid American was a great grooming league for myself, and of course it led to the Big Ten and the Atlantic Coast Conference, some of the other conferences I work with. But it's great sports in the Mid American.
I mean, it's fascinating because some of these conferences, as I grew up in the 80s and 90s, started kind of transforming, and like you said, kind of a lot of teams broke off into different conferences, but obviously the MAC is still a player, these days. And look at some of the incredible NFL players that have come out, of the MAC. I mean,
exactly.
Big Ben and I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Antonio Gates and Big Ben, and we can go on Josh Cribbs, go on and on. It's incredible the amount of talent that has come out of there just in football alone, not even counting basketball and other sports. But
absolutely, it's a wonderful conference, and I would love to see them. Unfortunately, in basketball, for example, you have to win that tournament, the NCAA tournament that's coming up. And I personally, again, I mentioned in the book, I think it's wrong. I know it's all about a lot of it's money. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's great players, and I think every Mid-American high school or college team should get an opportunity, just like they do in high school. You start, and cream rises to the top, and you're going to get your final 64. But so many of the great athletes come through Mid-American basketball. They play in the tournament, in their Mid-American tournament, but they never get a chance to work or play in the NCAA. And I think it's wrong because they're outstanding players, great coaches, and the arenas, they're packed also. They just don't have the opportunity to get the television contract.